this one is not so much. It's memorable. This moment is memorable to me just because of how great it's been, and because there hasn't been another experience that has topped it. Um, it's the ending of Dragon Age Origins. Um, I have never reacted to an ending of a video game the way that I did with Dragon Age. The way that I felt was crazy. I mean, it was such an emotional ending that I've never experienced anything like that with an ending of a video game. It's not so much that it was such a great ending where it was like, oh my god, that was epic. No, it's just the way that you felt. It's such an emotional ending that I just cried during the credits. I was like, seriously, I was like crying. And it wasn't, I mean, there have been endings in video games where I was like, oh, that was so good, little tears. But this was like, I was crying. And, it was, most of it came because of what happened at the end. The connections that I had with the characters. And because of the music. Put the music in there and it was just like, that was it. That was the breaking point. Oh my god, this is so amazing. So I'm just waiting for another video game to actually make me react like that again. When it does, then this won't be very memorable anymore, but so far, none of the games that I've played have topped it. I talked about this in another video. My first gaming console that was mine was the Sega Genesis. And my first game ever for the Sega Genesis was the Lion King game. And when I was playing Lion King, I came to this level where it was like the Hakuna Matata level. It was like for Timon and Pumbaa, and you had to basically cross this waterfall. The waterfall had like these falling logs, your typical level where you have falling logs and you have to jump on them, jump, and get to the top without like falling. This level frustrated me so much. I mean, I was like 11 years old, I think. It was so hard for me. It was so hard. I would just end up falling every time. I had to do it so many times, and I was just to the point where you just want to throw your controller and break it. I didn't do that, but I did, when you start like hitting things. Well, I did that, and I was playing right, and I fall again for like the 100th time, and I was like, and I hit the ground. I didn't know what was there. I don't know. I just went like that, and I hit my mom's high heels, and I mean like freaking high heels were right there, and they were face up. Lucky me, they were freaking face up, so the freaking high heel is like that, and I went right on the high heel, and it hurt so. All of a sudden I just felt this pain run up my arm, and I had this huge bruise right here for like a week or something like that. But yeah, that level was painful. Next is I think the last time I ever watched someone play a zombie game. I did play a zombie game after this moment, which was not long ago. In one of my videos also. I played Left 4 Dead not long ago. But before Left 4 Dead, this moment that I'm going to talk about right now was the last time I ever watched someone play a zombie game. And I think it was the first Resident Evil. It was one of the first games of Resident Evil. I'm not sure if it was the first one or the second one, but I think it was the first one because it was an old game. My older brother was playing it, and I'm like sitting there watching like, and all of a sudden he goes to open a freaking door in the game, and this is what happened. That damn zombie scared the crap out of me. And the whole night, I was just looking outside the window because I thought zombies were gonna come in. I was like... So yeah, I'm never gonna forget that. I was pretty young. I wasn't like super young, but I wasn't big. I wasn't big. This next one is hilarious. I love this moment. I was playing. They're killing kids outside. I'm not kidding. I was playing Grand Theft Auto 4, and if you guys have played the game, you remember Little Jacob. You know, the Jamaican man. I would always ride a motorcycle in Grand Theft Auto. I hardly ever drove a car. I was always on a motorcycle. So, you know how you could, sometimes you could invite people to go on a date, or like an outing or whatever. You know, like just call them up and say, hey, you want to go get a hamburger or whatever, or they'll call you and invite you. So I was on one of those. I think we were gonna go eat something. And I picked Jacob up, and I put him, he's on the back of my motorcycle, right? And I'm like, wee. And I'm going across one of the big bridges, you know, like to get from one city to another. And I was going across the big bridge, and on the bottom, it was a long fall, and on the bottom were some train tracks. So I'm like riding, right, and all of a sudden I lose my balance because of the stupid car that like cut me off or something, and I was like, damn it, and I was like, argh! And my bike hits the side of like the railing on the side of the ramp. I hit the ramp, but Jacob flies off the bridge. He just goes while he was talking. He was talking to me about something. He was like talking and he was like, yeah man. He just goes and he flies off the bridge. So he flies off, lands on the tracks, and right when he landed, a train was coming and just ran over him. I was like, and it says on the bottom, you killed Jacob or something like that. It was so funny. Oh, I was laughing so hard. That was one of my favorite moments of Grand Theft Auto ever. I mean, I loved Jacob. I thought he was an awesome character, but that was just epic. Finally, the last memorable moment. Well, not the last. I know there's so many more, but I only came up with 10, and this is number 1. Was in Portal 1. This has some spoilers, this part right here. So if you haven't played Portal, don't listen to what I'm going to say, because this spoils the game, like, to the max. One of my favorite moments of the game is towards the end of the puzzle part. Like, towards the end of the actual puzzle story, where you think the game is mostly about puzzles. You know, once you start seeing, like, the cake is a lie, and this and that, you know, around, and you're like, what the hell? And you're on this, like, little, treadmill thing. You know, it's one of those thingies that go, moving platforms, I think they're called. You're on the moving platform, and it's taking you, and you see an incinerator, like, right in front of you. And you're like, what? And yeah, that's when you realize that the game is, like, so much more than just puzzles. Like, there's, like another part to it. And you're just like, oh my god. It was all a lie. That was one of the best gaming moments I have ever played. That game just took it to the max. I was like, oh, I could not get over that part for, like, days. Oh, the cake is a lie. Oh my god. You have to, like, jump off to the side to escape that, and then you enter the whole, like, the back door of the factory, where you start seeing those, signs on the walls saying the cake is a lie, and, don't listen to her, and this and that. I was like, wow, that is one of the most memorable moments for me. I love that part. So yeah, those are my most memorable moments. I have a lot more, but this video would be very long. Feel free to comment. Let me know what parts or what memorable moments you have in gaming, or if you know what I'm talking about with any of these moments that I mentioned. So that's it for this video. I will talk to you guys later.